My therapist calls me a loyal skeptic, a person who struggles to gain security and certainty in a world that she believes is inherently dangerous. That might explain my attraction at a young age to the old fairy tales with less than happy endings. It might also explain why I now write such dark tales myself about untrustworthy characters who are surprised by their own proclivities for violence or indifference. What it doesn't explain is why I willingly became a mother, ushering young kids into an environment I find cruel and random. I try to keep things lighthearted with my son, now 5, and my daughter 2, but my influence shows. "What's beyond space?" Henry asks us one night at dinner. "That's a great question," my husband says. "No one really knows." "I know," Henry says. "It's just nothing, just blank, like a black piece of paper." At night, I read fairy tales to the kids, Hansel and Gretel, Snow White and Rose Red, stories in which unsentimental children are abandoned in a brutal world, left to fend for themselves. My son briefly develops a fear of wolves. My daughter becomes terrified of skeletons. I want to tell them, people are scarier than wolves. We all have a skeleton inside of us, but I know better than to say such things. And maybe they need to feel what they feel and fear what they fear. I hold them close and kiss their heads and tell them I'll always try to keep them safe. When I'm diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, we hide it from the children. I'm prescribed a daily shot of a drug called Copaxone, which I shoot into my body with a chunky device called an autoject. In the evenings, I take the autoject cotton balls, alcohol swabs, needle, and sharps container into my bedroom and hide there, prepping and then icing the shot. My husband brushes the kids' teeth, puts them into pajamas, wrestles them for distraction. I listen to their shrieks of pleasure as I wipe my skin down, as I record the day's shot into a journal. One night, I hear Henry ask, "Where's Mommy?" The next second, he's bursting into the room, just as I depress the button on the autoject. I'm shooting into my arm this day, and Henry's eyes widen as he hears the needle lurch and engage. There is a soft hissing sound as the medicine sprays into the fat of my upper arm. "Whoa, Mom," he says. "Does it hurt?" "No," I tell him, and it doesn't, not yet. The pain comes a minute or so later as the medicine spreads. It lasts only a few minutes, and I almost enjoy it. It is a pain I can sink my teeth into, unlike the nerve pain, a constant part of MS, which buzzes and vibrates without a clear center. My husband enters the room, ferrying my daughter. "Isn't Mommy brave?" he says. "She does this every night. Isn't she strong?" Henry nods in agreement, and then, curiosity quenched, races off to play. It's dumb to hide things from them now, I realize. The shots, like the MS, are a part of my daily life, our daily life, and hiding things only gives them more meaning and terror. But soon Henry has questions. Does Daddy have MS? Will I get MS? Will Louise get it? Why do you have it? Questions that receive a firm no, questions I can't answer with absolute confidence, questions I have no answers to at all. I stumble through them as best as I can. I worry about what sort of mother I'll be in 5 years or 10. Will I be able to button their coats? Will I be able to stroke their hair, go on a hike with them, eat food in front of them without embarrassing them deeply? I think of the fairy tale, The Girl Without Hands, in which a girl willingly allows her father to chop off her limbs in order to save him from the devil. It is not a story I will read to the children, but they might discover it one day on their own. I note the faint and tension tremor in my fingers. I learn to feel grateful for its faintness. The beautiful thing about having a dark perspective is that you understand implicitly how everything could be far worse, and you are immediately grateful for any goodness you uncover. There are unthinkable tragedies unfolding as we speak. There are people turning on one another. There is abuse. There is starvation. There is greed and avarice. This small revolt of my own body against itself is a trivial matter, a hiccup of fate. I gather my kids close to me at night. With a child tucked in each arm, we hunker before our books as though before a campfire, marveling at the world, a terrible place, but also a place for the brave, for those willing to love well and hard. Thank you.